What is going on, my YouTube friends and all my Patreon friends? How we living tonight? How we doing, man? I was thinking about just doing Patreon videos tonight, and now I'm in a good mood. So we're gonna do some YouTube videos too. So my Patreon friend Olivia, sent me a request from 5 Seconds of Summer, yeah, and said that this is a collaboration with the Chainsmokers. So you said that the drummer, the 5 Seconds drummer, 5SOS, is playing the drums with the two drums, and then the Chainsmokers drummer is on the regular drum kit. Let me double check that. Oh, and this is gonna have the other members sing more. Cool. The band's drummer is the one standing with the two drums in front. Awesome. I am also looking forward to this. I love breaking down this live stuff. I'm glad that you appreciate that as well. If y'all have any requests you want to send me, I got a PayPal link and a Patreon link in the description box. And if you just want to support me here on YouTube, man, there's a like button. You can watch this video all the way to the end. You can drop me a comment down below. That is more than enough. More than enough to make my heart smile. All right, Olivia, let's do this. Let's check this out. Oh, I got to get my audio mixer up here too. Make sure it's loud enough for y'all. Okay.
I have no idea what time it is, but I do know that it's time to bring 5 Seconds of Summer on stage.
Oh, it's at a Chainsmokers show.
Y'all ready for this?
I thought we were getting into it. The drummer's just being noisy. Typical drummers. Do it again because it sounded nice.
I have no idea what time it is, but I do know that it's time to bring 5 Seconds of Summer on stage. Y'all ready for this?
Beautiful drums.
Denver, how we feeling tonight?
Woo!
All right. This is Who Do You Love? Let's go.
Wow. Hold on. That was like a big sonic section, man. And I know they got a lot of like stuff here, but like, wow, everything sounded good. Okay, so we got the two. Okay. And then we've got, this is a big drum kit too. Interesting. We've got acoustic. We've got bass. It was like a Firebird or something. Singer. And is there another singer? Keyboard player. Okay, let's do this. Another guitar player. There it is. Beautiful bass.
Brown cigarettes in your Fendi coat, even though you don't even smoke. Always chasing your ex's clothes. Yeah, I can tell you know.
And I can tell you're Romeo. I don't know what the words are, but he hit a note there before that was like very well executed. This is the 5SOS guy.
Brown cigarettes in your Fendi coat,
right?
Even though you don't even smoke. Always chasing your ex's
goes. You hear the little bit of fluctuation in my voice? Like there's just a little bit. I still hit the note, but it's like I'm trying to find where the vowel sits. He's got no signs of that. And I don't think it's an auto-tune thing. I don't think it's a post-production thing. I think that's just him killing that note. Right here.
Always chasing your ex's clothes. Yeah, I can tell you know. 'Cause you've been acting so conspicuous. You flip it on, you say I think so much. You're moving different while we're making love. So baby, tell me, say, ooh, dee-la, now. I wanna know the truth. Oh, ooh, dee-la, now. I know it's someone new. You ain't gotta make it easy.
Very cool. So hold on, I didn't know the Chainsmokers was like a metal band live. Nobody told me that before. not entirely, but you know what I mean. That's a big drum kit. It's a big drum kit, man. That was some beautiful falsetto. All the different voicings of the band is really nice, man. It sounds like everyone showed up like in shape and feeling good. And just a minute. Like I think that was the harmony line. Just a minute. right? Dear love. Like, come on, man. This got me singing now. Cool. Like, oh man, like all the vocals, everything is just stunning. Like, okay, so this drum kit is big and ginormous, and it's got a lot. Like, are these all acrylic? Like, oh no, that's Buddy in his jeans. Okay, never mind. Because I think the two drums up here are acrylic. I think, and like that'll just give it like a certain amount of like attack on the top end. So like, if you listen to the kick drum, it's got this like to it, right? Like it's a low drum, it's a low resonant drum, it's a bass drum, but you're still hearing that mallet lay into that at the weight of this man's foot, right? Like it hits hard, and like it's got so much, let's call it information. There's so much like sonic information happening from that drum kit. And then you got to be clever about what you're willing to add on top of that, because you don't want it to step on it and get in the way, right? You don't want like our drummer here with the two drums, every time he hits that, when the snare drum hits, you can't hear it. Like that's the last thing you want, right? Especially when you've got this like talented a drummer, right? So I think that they got to be clever with what they're doing here. And like it's all emphasis is basically what it feels like. It's like almost marchy for this anthemic kind of feel, right? The guitars sound fabulous. The acoustic guitar sounds fabulous. The vocals though, my friends. I don't think there's a track. I don't think there's like an additional vocal that no one's actually singing. I do think that there's like a synth line following that harmony, and that would again just back to that information conversation. It's just making more stand out, so it's more present, it's more brilliant, it's more on that vocal melody, especially when you're singing in your head voice, man. Like it's just in a live scenario, you need help, and I think that's what's going on. I think that's it. Bass player singing. Okay, hold on. Like everyone could be a lead singer. Bass player killed that. Bass player killed that section. Drummer's wild, man. And I think he's playing like okay, so he's got like his regular snare drum in front of him. There's an auxiliary snare drum over here who's playing when the bass player was singing, and that's just probably just to switch up the feel. He can kind of lay into it a little more, whatever. And then he's got his regular hi-hat, and then a lot of drummers, I don't want to say typically, a lot of drummers will have a secondary hi-hat on this side, and it's usually set either like squeezed right tight if you play lots of kick drums, so that way like you can, or lots of double kick drums, so when you're doing the tapping with both your feet, you still have your closed hi-hat. Some people will leave it like 3/4 open, so it's kind of washy, so you don't have to rest your foot on the hi-hat pedal, and you can do the double kick drums. Like it's all the preference. I think he's playing a cymbal stack, so I think it's multiple cymbals, 2 or more, maybe 2, pressed on top of each other, and you kind of get this like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh when you play it. But you can play it fast because it doesn't resonate. The two cymbals stall each other out, and I think that's what he's playing over here. It's bright and crispy still, but it's not quite a hi-hat. It's not like a ride cymbal or a china or something or a crash cymbal. It's like, it's quick, but it's not I don't know what it is. I wish I could get a good look at that drum kit. Drummer's fabulous, man. It's like, he's got like R&B roots or something with like a little bit of like hardcore or something. The track is cool too. Yeah, man, everyone can sing. Everyone can sing. It's fire. And like he's being I would say if I was a betting man or if I was a guessing man, we'll say, I would say that he's probably a little bit more comfortable singing than the bass player. Bass player looked like a little bit more like reserved. I'd say that both of them, I wouldn't be able to judge either of them being a better singer than the other. I think they both sang each note perfect in this. He just seems like he's having a little bit more fun with it. That's the only real difference, man. It's cool having the handoffs, especially in a song like this. So there's the track, right? Oh no. Yeah, so there is a little track in the background, and that's fine. It might even just be for this section. But like again, it's so low, like they're not trying to trick anybody. It's only exposed right now because nobody's singing, nobody's playing anything. They're just getting the crowd hyped. And actually, to that argument, they might have added that in just to fill out the crowd singing. But y'all have probably been to the concert. Y'all let me know. But I'm not mad at it either way. Having a pre-recorded vocal is just modern. You just need that especially when. Here's the thing. When the mix sounds this brilliant, there's not that much room for your vocal. It is what it is. Like a vocal is so dynamic and it's so up and down, and there's just so many things that play. You need a lot of things to get that to stand out. And sometimes it's just clashing information. So if you have like a doubled vocal or like the original vocal ducked a little bit below, like maybe it's just barely audible, but like nobody would think it's a singer on stage. And now you have the person who recorded that singing it just slightly different because it's not the same take. It can't be. It's a different day. Just slightly different. Then you get these oddities in the information and it helps things stand out more. If you just do a simple double, like if I just take your voice and duplicate it, that only gets me like quote unquote 6 dBs, give or take, of boost, which sometimes isn't what you want, right? So having something like the original take buried down a little bit as a double and then you singing on top of it, sometimes will just give you the little bit of brilliance and sibilance to get you like where you need to be when the band is this brilliant. Like the mix side of it. I'm sure the band is all talented. I'm sure they're like, well, obviously, I'm sure they're all brilliant. I'm sure they're all smart, all that stuff. But like when the mix is this brilliant, has this much information going on, you have to be clever with how you get the vocal up. And so I'm not mad at it. That was a long way of saying I'm not mad at there being a little bit of a track here. They're not trying to trick anybody. Same with the acoustic guitar. It's barely there. So this is the change up that I was kind of like looking for, and I was wondering how the drummer was going to address it. So I still can't see that cymbal because it's somewhere over here. But he's laying into a crash cymbal now. Like this is a crash cymbal. You can hear it. And before the beat, the distorted part of the low end of the beat was like really, we'll call it saturated, but emphasized because you didn't have anything carrying past it. That was the resonant part of the beat. But now that he's playing that washy cymbal, it stands out a lot more, right? Slightly different. What a party.
Let me hear you.
Wow, man.
Come on, the back.
He's got so much power in his voice. You can just barely hear that doubler there. And he's singing the notes the exact same, but it's not the same take. It's not the same take. So it's just going to add like different bits. But anyway, I'll leave it alone. Power, man.
Here we go. We're going to jump. We're going to jump.
I wish I could jump. God, that's heavy. Fire, man. I didn't know. I saw the Chainsmokers at a festival like fucking 13 years ago. Wow, I didn't mean to say that. Let me give that a like. That was cool, man. I didn't know that's what they sounded like live. Let me let that run the band. Yeah, fire. Hold on. I did not expect any of that. I expected there to be a beat and some vocalists, if I'm being fair. Like the message, the drummer, and all that stuff that gave it away. But when I read that it was the Chainsmokers, I was like, oh, I've seen these guys. I'm pretty sure I've seen them. I'm pretty sure it was just a couple of them, though. Maybe three or four of them. I could be wrong, but this was a long time ago. Fireman, like I did not know that the drummer was going to come swinging like that. The guitar tone sounded fabulous. Like the acoustic guitar really did it for me. That is what I would consider. It was a Gibson, and I think it had his name inlaid in the truss rod cover. Gibson guitars are like, we call them country guitars, but this wasn't a country song, right? But that chugging, that style of chugging where it's mostly like the bottom root notes and you can hear like the pick, that to me is like country guitar playing. And there's a difference. It's like, I don't know. When it comes to acoustic guitars, that's what I classify that as. And it's hard to get them to sound that nice. I thought they did a really good job of it. Really good job of it. The vocals were beautiful, my friends. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoy the handoff and like letting everyone have their moment to be like, yeah, like we're pretty dope. Olivia, I appreciate this one. All my YouTube friends, all my Patreon friends, I appreciate y'all. If you made it this far into the video, wow, I need to go. I'd appreciate a thumbs up and a comment down below. If you want to send me any links, I have a PayPal and a Patreon link in the description box. We'll see you all in the next one.